That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a first down.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Shaw. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Moves out of the pocket. And finally, he's looking deep down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
After one enormous play, the offense is set up with a 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. The pass rush gets home. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, that's how you respond after giving up such a big play through the air. The next play, you get after the quarterback, make some adjustments, and come up with a nice sack.
After the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Finds a man open on the right side downfield.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
Well, that's how you close a half up. And what a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to be all tied up heading into half after the throw for 6.
And they need the PAT now to even the score heading to halftime. And it's up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. First down, looking to throw the football. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play. An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Looks toward the sideline and finds the running back. And they get him down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to begin the second half. kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the TCU offense takes the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Nice grab. It's Moffitt. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That's caught. It's Shaw. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion sets up a second down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Looking to throw yet again. Here's a target, and it's complete. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the Horned Frogs churn out another first down. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the completion made. Inside the 35. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs, to put them on top now.
You talk about being in a zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Handoff to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got it with room to run. Spin move and still going. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They'll test the right side here. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Looking for his back. That pass is caught. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
By completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Try and muscle for the first down. Defense stuffs him right there. No gain. Fourth down coming up.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
They'll kick it away here. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds right near the 10-yard line. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. Play action here on first down. On the move now. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football and we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense, it puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
But I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And so far, we have been treated to a serious quarterback duel. Both these guys putting on a show so far. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Handed off for a draw. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line, the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. The D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. And then first down, right back to the running game. Picks up the first, looking for more. That's a solid gain, moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
But that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, TCU.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the important point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking deep downfield to the left. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
The pocket breaking down. What a catch! They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
The Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And he's got it down there inside the 35. He makes the stop, but it's a big play to the 31.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And the Wolverines look to keep this drive moving. Oh, it's snapped to the back. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Swarm to the pass rush. A sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Here they come on 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack they gave up earlier. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. He makes the grab. Tackled immediately, but not before he gets the ball inside the 20.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Here's the handoff. Solid gain there. Sets up a 1st and goal at the 7.
Boy, I love how the quarterback takes his time on that ride to the back. I thought he might have to pull it out, but he hung on, gave it to the back, and it paid off for a nice game.
Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Now the all-important extra point. And the point after gets him within a touchdown, 28-21. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Off target and incomplete. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. This is a big 3rd down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Shaw. That picks up a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 39. That was crucial, Kirk. Barring something crazy, that should be enough to secure a mild upset in this early season showdown game.
On paper, this looked like an upset, but they sure carried themselves out there tonight like they were favored. Still a long way to go, still can get better, but possibly this football team could make a run in the postseason.
Grinding away on the ground. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second and short. This offense can keep this up. They're going to wrap the game up comfortably. Defense showing blitz here. Same tailback, another carry. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Horned Frogs with 1st and 10 here. He'll hand it off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. They're going to run it here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they try to run in here on 2nd down, unable to get the 1st down. And now, late in a game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion, the clock will stop, or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. Kicks it a little too far. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Drive start to the 25. Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. Two quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.